You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient, pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
This is a game called Darkest Dungeon. It's about, you basically have a party of adventurers, and your goal is to travel around this. So it's a side-scroller kind of game, and I'm just kind of starting it. Basically, you navigate through a mini-map. Right now, you just have two guys. The backstory is like your crazy uncle or whatever spent all of his family fortune to open up this portal. He like excavated a lot of stuff beneath this mansion or whatever, and he opened this portal up. And now we're in this like gothic, dark fantasy world where you have like gunpowder and swords and magic and things like that. It's pretty cool. I would describe the world as like a dark gothic world, and it's very challenging. In the intro, they actually say, "Hey, if one of your party members like dies, like they're gone forever." Like, and healing is really powerful. Another thing too is you see these little bars down here below. You have like something called a stress level, and as you're like adventuring through or basically dungeon crawling through these ruins or particular zones, your stress can increase. So it's a new twist that not a lot of people have. Now, I haven't seen this before. Like basically your characters can freak out. So like literally, like if they get whipped in the face, like, you know, they're not going to be cool about it. And you kind of, this game is challenging. You have a torch thing up here too, and what it says is you can surprise monsters, I guess, when the torch is lit. The loot isn't as good, or you could be surprised. So what we're trying to do is we do like these little mini goals. Right now we're trying to find our way to the hamlet, so I'm just marching along here, and I need to select a destination, so I want to click to this room here.
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
So I can either click, or I like using WASD to just move around. See, this guy's getting stressed out a little bit. That's just a thing. And so he's walking around, he's getting kind of stressed out being in this graveyard.
Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival.
And so it's kind of a cool comic book, real-time not real-time strategy, but turn-based strategy game. So I'm gonna try to open this guy's vein up, and I caused a bleed effect on him, which is pretty nasty. And I wanna, I'll try to stun him with a stunning blow. And now he'll hopefully be stunned. Yeah, sometimes they can resist the stun. So now, of course, you can't attack or anything. And I can fire a gunshot at him if I want, but it's kind of difficult to hit sometimes. And I'm gonna just try to hit them with a really powerful attack.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
And I get loot, you know, gold. And the gold is used later when I go to town to buy, you know, provisions and so forth. I can search this. I can either click. It's like a highlightable item.
Leave nothing unchecked. There is much to be found in forgotten places.
This guy who's the narrator is your uncle. He's the guy who's like opened up the portal or whatever and needs this group of adventurers.
An ambush. Send these vermin
So we got
a message.
surprised.
The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome.
I'm gonna try to take aim, so next shot, that'll have more damage. This guy's like a paladin. So I can actually try to do, he's like reading off some paladin scripture. See, that caused a bleed effect on him. he's going to have a bleed effect. Now this guy should have take aim, so I figured he'd hit a lot harder, but he's just buff for now. This ability is really powerful because it
Prodigious
causes...
size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Your uncle has a pretty good vocabulary, so it makes for like really intriguing dialogue. Just cause a bleed effect on him. And I don't have a bandage, but it's an item that I could get. Eventually he'll stop bleeding.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
And see, when I get that halo around, it means the stress level dropped a little bit. And you get, the loot is like sigils or crests. So you're getting your family's honor back, basically, or family items back. Some, a jewel and some gold. When I get this badge, it means I've completed the dungeon or whatever objective it was. I'm going to search this item. So it's trapped. I got blighted. And so, welcome to the nice, hard game known as Darkest Dungeon. So I've completed that. Now I get 5,000 gold. Got some items and some crests. The crests help me unlock particular things in town. And I also level up. You start from level 0. And now we're going to try to recruit some more people into the party. And
welcome home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now. And you are bound to them.
So the guy who's narrating is the caretaker, and you can tell he's kind of gone crazy. It's in the story if you want to see the intro, and it keeps an activity log. And you can. So if I need help, I can do something. So this is a graveyard where everybody dies.
Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
Thank you. So this is the
women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
So I just upgraded my stagecoach network where I can increase the number of available heroes, and I use those items. For instance, they call them deeds. So I'm gonna drop and drag this guy into my party.
What better laboratory than the blood-soaked battlefield?
This guy is like an alchemist, and this woman is like a cleric. She can heal people, which is really powerful, obviously. Cannot heal out of combat. He says he's in no shape to go back out there, but that's not true. This is 4 of 9. Eventually you just build a party, and so there's a lot of strategy, and I need to unlock these other parts of the town, and I can upgrade these parts of the town through it. And in the very far distance out there, you can see the castle where my uncle messed up, unearthing those evils. Okay, so let's embark and go to the next dungeon.
A mecca of madness and morbidity.
So I drop and drag my
Your
guys.
work begins.
I drop my guys, and I need to put them in this order from right to left. So there we go. That's the order I kind of want them in. This guy was actually in the first order, and he was okay, but I like to put the knight up there. I hit provision. I'm going to go get supplies and
The
so
cost
forth.
of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood.
So what I noticed is when I finish the first quest, you don't get to save the items that you take. So they said, yeah, you can take 8 of these, and you can take 4 torches, which is fine. And I can take 1 of other things if I need to, but I'll just try this for now because I did okay last time. So we're embarking to the ruins with this new party to try to reclaim my family's heirlooms and discover this mystery of this portal and the evils.
The fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
So let's just go to this location over here. So I'm in one room, I click the next room, and I walk on the path. And I can encounter things either on the way on the path. So that guy's getting a little stressed out. It's nice. I get like jade and gifts and things. So this guy got really stressed out, but he has a high stress tolerance, I think. So something's probably going to be in this room. Yeah. Some enemies. Oh god, do some acid on it. Okay, here we go. Now these guys are immune to bleed since they're undead. So again, that Divine Comfort spell is really powerful, but I'll try to do Judgment. And of course, the guy dodged it. More acid in the face. So this Plague Grenade is pretty good. They're affected by Blight. Right, I can't hit the guy, so it's a quick game here. I like to use the AoE. The skeletons are pretty weak, though. So I try to use Divine Heal whenever I can with her. So now those guys have blight on them, but they resisted it. I dodged on there.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
See, now that some of the stress is reduced.
A singular strike.
They see me just dominating.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. A powerful blow. Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
I like this kind of comic book style of fighting. It's pretty cool.
A trifling victory,
So you get some
but a
paintings
victory
and
nonetheless.
some more goodies. So let's go. Oh, some scouting happened. Looks like there's a goblet and some type of something in that room. I don't know. There's a bookshelf and there's another counter. So let's go to this room here. This looks interesting. Nothing in those documents.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
So I removed that object, but it caused a ton of stress. I brought a shovel last time, that really helped. Because I could just dig it out, but I guess if I don't keep digging through like corpses, my guys are like getting freaked out about it.
Well struck.
Nice. She might be getting too freaked out. She might not want to fight anymore. So lucky. That acid in the face is just stressing my guys out like crazy. It's like a must to have this healer in your group because you can only heal yourself through food, really. Die, skeletons. There we go. Put them down.
As victories mount, so
some
too
bandage
will
on.
resistance.
I'm bleeding, but sarcophagus was completely empty, so I went all the way here for nothing. Nice. Okay, let's go to this room over here. Last time when I entered this dungeon, I went to like one room and I finished the dungeon. So we surprised them because we have our torch up. Messing with that plague grenade all the time. Finish this guy off. Oh. Surprising them
These
really helps.
nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten. Cruel machinations spring to life with a singular purpose.
Let's try to eat some food here. Everybody else seems pretty good. See anything in this room. So let's go to this room over here. Now just because I went back to this room, I could still encounter things. If I went back that same path, I could still encounter things. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Blight. I didn't bring the item to actually cure his blight. So he's just gonna suffer. Looks like a torture wound. Sweet. She's almost dead for some reason.
Hold fast or expire.
Something happened. Wow. So they see her start to die or whatever. Not for long. Well, he got freaked out. He moved back. Yeah.
How quickly the tide turns.
Is he gonna die?
Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism or cowardice.
The alchemist has very low. There we go.
This expedition at least promises success.
So I finished the quest. There we go. Finally. Let's get out of here. I'm almost there.
Room by room,
Now
hall
when I-
by hall, we reclaim what is ours.
Nice. When I finish the quest, my guys go to full HP, but they maintain their stress level. Nice. And that's pretty much this game in a nutshell. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of bosses, I guess, in this game.
My
You can see here.
obsession caused this great foulness, and it is shameful that I must rely upon you to set it right.
I'll show you this real quick. See, there's a bunch of bosses, like the Hag, and you can't, this is it, like, you cannot save, there's no checkpoints, nothing. So, if I want to reduce these guys' checkpoints, like, this guy is like a paladin. Obviously, he wants to be the church.
The cobwebs have been dusted, the pews set straight. The abbey calls to the faithful.
So, right now, these guys are super stressed out. I don't know what happens if they go to 100% stress, but it can't be that good. But if I drop them in here, it costs like 1,000 gold. So, yeah, I'm gonna drop him in here. That means he's out for the next quest. I think he can't come. He can't go. Everybody else has to go.
Fresh kegs, cards, and curtained rooms promise solace to the weary and broken alike.
So let's get someone to replace her. So, see, I didn't get any deeds in the last dungeon, but I did get other stuff. So I can upgrade the town buildings. Yep, all that stuff is used to upgrade town buildings. I need a kind of a warrior. So let's just right-click him, check him out. He got his armory, looks like he's got a sword. Seems pretty good to me. Seems kind of mysterious and cool. Drag him over here.
This man understands that adversity and existence are one and the same.
So it's a pretty cool game. I would check it out if you're into this kind of like, you know, turn-based strategy, gothic feeling, comic book, like that's what this game is really all about. and I'll see you guys in the next chapter.